Hi, Sherry Hartz. I am the treasurer for Colorado Association of Psychotherapists, or CAP. And what we're going to be doing is we're working on goal setting exercise on the 9th of January from 11 to 12:30. Now, I do this all the time with my friends and family. It's sort of an opportunity to reset, think through the year, what I'd want to achieve, maybe something different, or how I might push myself forward in order to accomplish goals. Uh, really, our purpose is to focus on goal setting, but really focusing on where you're at in the current stage you are in your life. And maybe how we might work with that in terms of how we work with clients, how we work with ourselves. I think our first client is ourselves as far as I'm concerned, so figuring out what that looks like for me in particular. This process can be reusable, so you can go back through. I'm going to kind of walk you through so that we're not focusing on a whole bunch of goals. We're going to kind of narrow in and pick on one that we maybe want to focus in on that's going to move the needle the most. And then if you want to go back through the process, you can go back through it again and pick some additional ones that you'd like to stack on top of each other and have more. But I kind of want to walk you through the process for one, and then you can look at additional ones as you go. So there's this sort of expectation about what goal setting looks like, and really what we're going to do is we're going to focus more on intention. So that's kind of like the beliefs and values and guiding principles that maybe guide you through your process. Having awareness, thinking into the future, uh, what we call future pacing in hypnosis, but also we're going to do some reverse engineering. So we're going to think about look back at the past year and what we did in the past year, go forward into the future year, and look where we'd like to end up at the end of that year, and really think about what that could look like. And then go back and plan our goals. So we're going to look at where we want to end up and reverse engineer and take the steps back to figure out what we need to achieve in order to get to that goal. So that's our process here. And we're going to again just focus in on maybe one or two that move the needle rather than trying to re-engineer our entire life. And you're welcome to do that if you'd like to. I just find for myself that if I get too many things I'm focusing on, I will lose my focus. So that's just my information. We're going to kind of explore again the season of the life that you happen to be in right now. When you look back at your life, who you were when you were graduating from high school, going into college is different from who you are when you're developing a family and having children. And then again, who you are when you get older and your children are grown and you don't need to necessarily take care of them in the same way. Our goals are going to change over time, and that's going to be a natural progression. So we need to sort of shift and change as we go. The idea with this particular uh, process is that it is a workshop. I do give you a worksheet that you're going to be filling out. I encourage you to be active in this process rather than sitting back and just watching and listening, but really focusing in on what it is you want to get done in this next year. The session is going to be recorded. It will be in a blog post afterwards. And if you're unable to attend a live event, you can watch the blog. And then I also have a free course that you can participate if you'd like to engage in this more deeply. Um, so again, the opportunity is to join us on January 9th. Uh, and then this should be relevant to practitioners or learners and really help you get this process beyond just the single workshop. This is information that you could use going forward in terms of how you're setting your intentions and how you're setting your goals going forward. So I hope you join me on January 9th from 11 to 12:30 a.m. p.m., 12:30 p.m., 11 a.m. Thanks. Bye.